5, 4, 3.
Welcome to the show today. We've got Rach and Mike back with us. Let's get started. All right, let's get going. We've got Rachel Cook, Mike Henriksen joining us again.
Junior. There's 4 of us.
It's too many.
The second.
Junior.
I know, but you are the second.
Little
I am
Mike.
the second one. That is correct.
As long as you're willing to admit that. So you guys are siblings, obviously.
Well, yes.
And
Yes.
so we're here to. We'll just get right into it. How about that?
Okay.
Let's do it.
How's everything going, Rach?
So
Doing
good.
all right since your last appearance?
Yeah.
With Ben,
Yeah.
your husband.
Solid.
Been wiggling it.
He's wiggling it.
Okay, Mike.
Yeah.
Doing great.
Okay, awesome. You want to get started?
Let's
Is there
do it.
anywhere you wanted to start particularly? We do have a few things to cover today.
Yeah. The first thing that I wanted to cover on the podcast.
I wasn't asking you. Just kidding. Go ahead.
Okay, you go first.
But, you know what? Actually, before we do get started, there is something I wanted to bring up.
Let's do it.
Because I was wondering if, because he's not with me, I was wondering if Edward was with either of you.
Don't. You're going to have to edit it out, the whole
I
thing.
haven't seen him in a while.
Do not grab my leg.
Rachel,
Could be close.
is Edward with you?
He's not here. He's
Mike.
never here.
When he was with
Michael.
me.
Okay. You want to just get this
I
over
will
with?
kick all the cameras down. No! Michael.
You have something on your neck.
I'm
I just
just
want to break
don't do that.
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
And I want to say I am mad at myself because I was planning to get your neck during the Ben one, and I just forgot.
Dang it.
So it'll be another time.
Too bad.
So you know it's coming. All right. Mike, go ahead. Sorry. For you.
Rachel's a little gun shy
I
right
thought you
now.
were telling him to go ahead and get my neck.
Well, the first thing that I wanted to do on the podcast, I know this isn't Festivus, but it kind of feels like it because there's some things I want to address with Rachel right off the bat. And that is, number one, I think she owes me some money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you ready to pay up today? If I can prove
Did you
today-
bring your wallet?
If I can prove during the
forgot my
podcast that you owe
checkbook.
me money,
Hope
You
don't
gonna
mind
pay me up?
Pay in change.
so I just want to lay this out, right? So first of all, let me tell you what. We had great parents growing up. We grew up in a house that had 3 bedrooms and 1 working bathroom.
Right.
We did have a
The
second
shower didn't
bathroom.
work though, just the tub.
Correct.
That's gross.
Yeah. It was weird, but it was weird to be taking a bath while your sister was in there doing her makeup and her hair
Hold
with her
on.
friends.
You could
Yeah.
have a shower. You had the handheld thing. You'd have to hold it up
Yeah,
the
to
whole
hold
time.
it.
Yeah.
But you
Well,
could have a shower if you,
You couldn't
wanted.
wash your long hair. Maybe you boys could shower with it, but I used Matt's poop soup.
Also, I got a news flash for the both of you. I'm still a bath person, so I know
I
all
will
of you
take a
guys
bath
have
in my
gone-
nice clean bath with my nice clean water.
Steve soup.
It's different.
Yeah. Every day.
I'll sit in my own soup.
Anyway, go ahead.
I'm not gonna lie. I like a little soak, and that probably comes from how we grew up.
Probably true.
But
I never had a shower in
Yeah.
my whole childhood. So
so anyway, so I'm just trying to lay out how we grew up, right? I mean, so we had 6 kids in our family. I'm number 1. Steve's number
3.
3. Rachel.
5.
So we got the odd numbers here. And we had 6 kids in an 8-year span, like 8 years and a month. So, I mean, it was a tight grouping there, right? And so money was a little hard to come by.
Interesting.
Our dad was a
most of us.
hardworking man.
For some of you losers.
While our dad was a very hardworking man, like I'll give you a for instance. There was times, and Steve will know what I'm talking about. Rach, you don't know what I'm talking about. There was times like when, say, Monday came and Dad didn't just come over and say, "Hey, here's your lunch money for the week." And Steve, what did we say to Dad?
Nothing.
Not a damn thing. We just shut our mouth and we
figured
just
it out.
knew, that we just weren't going to eat that day. It might be the whole week. We didn't know. All of a sudden, the dude shows up on Thursday and gives you 2 days of lunch money, and you just said, "Thanks." Right?
Awesome.
Like you didn't bring nothing up. So
I feel like you guys
It's not like we were
childhood than
starving.
me.
You came
Oh, no,
home and
no,
made
no.
a sandwich. It was fine.
I mean, we had stuff at home. I mean, I'll tell you what, we didn't even know that we were poor growing up. I mean, and by the way, we had friends who were literally wealthy who all wanted to hang out at our house. I mean, it was great. Childhood was fantastic. But I even remember in middle school, like going to the movies. This was a movie ticket, probably cost like $6. That's like 5 times more now. But anyways, like $6. And I remember going to mom and saying, hey, can I have like $2? Like on multiple occasions. Because I just knew when I got there, I was going to have to be the weird kid who's just like, hey, do you have a buck? Do you have a buck? If we were even going, usually you didn't go to the movies anyway. But
You had to walk there
No.
anyway. You knew you'd find at least like 16 cents on the way.
no chance. In fact, I'll even go ahead and call myself out here on the whole lunch thing. I mean, I'm not saying it happened or it didn't happen, but in middle school, there was a certain couple of kids who may have went to in the lunchroom and asked kids, maybe bullied kids out of their snack money. Because, see, lunch was $1.50, so we knew everyone had $2. So you'd be like, hey, everyone put their quarters up on the table. And, but I mean, if I had my own money, I probably wouldn't have had to do that. So maybe.
So you're blaming your dad.
For you being a bully. All right, go ahead. Continue
Well,
on.
I got
But
20
with
bucks every
all
week,
of
so
that
I don't know what you idiots.
But with all that said, I want to tell you, I'm sitting in my living room at like 16 years old. I think I was maybe like, I don't know how old I was. And I watched this interaction that was just insane to me. It was an interaction I'd never seen. I didn't even, did this happen in other families? I mean, I don't know what was going on. Rach, you want to pick it up here?
Well, I mean, that there's so many instances that I'm sure this interaction looked foreign to you.
She doesn't remember common occurrences.
I know many times that I paid for the movies for me and a friend.
Rach walks up to my dad and says,
I need
hey,
a 20 banger.
I need like $40. And I was like, what? $40? Who's asking to do that dude for $40?
Yeah.
And dad goes, well, what do you need $40 for, right? And she's like, I'm going to the movies and my friend's
Chrissy's
going to the
going.
movies and we both need popcorn and we
Yeah.
need a drink and they're expensive at the movies.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here like
I don't
this.
have a job.
I'm like, hey, dad's about
Here it
ready to
comes.
break it down.
He's going to lay it down right now.
Yeah, he's going to lay the wood to Rach. No, instead he just dips in his pocket and gives her all the money that he'd been saving by not giving it
That's why you guys didn't get no lunch money.
for Rachel.
In a
So-
roundabout way, I was taking your lunch money.
So who's the real bully here, Steve?
It's true.
It might be
I
Rach.
did get RPC'd from school for bullying twice.
And I have 0 times on that. So I just want to say that I've done the calculation. I had it certified by someone, and I think that Rachel owes me $1,426.19 plus interest for the last 32 years.
Feels low. I feel like you're getting a deal.
I might.
You should
maybe.
just settle.
He maybe pulled some off for my work during those years of back tickling and scratching his back.
It's true.
I mean, it's some payment.
That's true. If you go back by
Hold
the
on
hour.
a second. Hold on a second. She's only going to get half the payment because in some amount of fairness, she only tickled half my back.
That's true.
I made her friend tickle the other half.
Chrissy worked my debt off for me.
Yeah, it's like indentured servitude.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like as basically like a 20-year-old adult, and I made my like 15-year-old sister and her friend tickle my back, and it felt really great, and I appreciated it.
Rach, do you want to explain to people what show commercial was?
I would love to say it's a fair situation. Unfortunately, it wasn't. So we'd watch like The Simpsons or Married with Children or whatever. And so during the show, which everybody knows is the longer portion,
Yeah.
I had to tickle backs. So like Steve, Josh, Mike,
Yeah.
like whoever's back was, up for grabs that day. So I had to tickle. And by the way, if I didn't do a good job, I was getting like reamed for it.
Yeah.
And then the rule
Have a little
was-
pride in your work.
Do it right.
Yeah. They would like lift their arm if it was really good and then like drop it in. No, you're not doing too good.
We had a whole system.
Yeah.
We
So then,
lift our leg, we bend the knee up
Yeah,
so that she'd
yeah, yeah.
know, like, oh, that's really nice. Or you
Yeah.
put it down, you're like, you're really,
Yeah.
you're embarrassing yourself right
yeah.
now.
So then when the show ended and the commercials started, like the 3 commercials in between.
Then it was your turn.
I was supposed to get a back tickle.
But-
Except then you guys just dicked around for 2.5 commercials.
There's like a
and then
transition
pretended
time.
to sleep.
Well, I had to go to the restroom.
And then you had to get a drink. And then you had to go
Stretch.
pee.
I don't want to miss the show to get a drink.
And then
Rach.
you had enough time
You're
to
just
pull your
being
shirt
selfish.
back up because the show's about to come back on.
Stop being selfish.
So, and that's why I don't feel bad for taking your lunch money.
All right.
I
Am
did
I
have
charging you for all the times I drove you to Dairy Queen?
But listen, that was dual beneficial. I got hella ice cream. and you got your fair share of undepressed time out in public. And you found your wife that way. So
speaking of Dairy Queen, I think that
yeah,
we have a
yeah.
Dairy Queen.
Yeah. So I will say, so Rach, so basically Rach and her friend wanted me to drive them to Dairy Queen every day.
Well,
It was either her and Chrissy or her and Freak Dog. I don't
it was
know if
me
Freak
and
Dog's
Chrissy.
real
And
name.
we had to find a way to get you out of the house because you were just sitting inside crying all the time by yourself. So don't act like I
False.
made this plan. Hell yeah, he'd page my pager and tell me to come home when I was out with Chrissy. So I would go home. Don't lie.
Fake news.
Do not lie. CNN. So he would text text. He'd page my thing and it would
there's
be
no
like
texting.
No texting.
his code. And
That's
so
why
I'd
we
go
know she's
home
lying.
and then I didn't know what to do. And then so me and Chrissy were like, well, let's just go to Dairy Queen. So somehow we drove to the drive-through Dairy
Whoa.
Queen.
You're
like
way too
every
far
single
ahead.
day.
No, you're way too far ahead. So if Rachel wanted to go to Dairy Queen,
Yeah.
the first thing that happened is that she had to get me dressed.
Yes.
And when I say she had to get me dressed, I mean, we basically flipped a coin to decide, am I paraplegic or quadriplegic?
Yeah. So, somehow the coin was the same on both sides. It didn't matter. He was not helping.
So I would basically lay there as completely dead weight.
Yeah.
And
then I
you
would have
probably
to
weighed like
pull-
what, 87 pounds at the
Yeah.
time?
Chrissy sometimes would help,
Which is weird.
but sometimes she wasn't allowed.
Yeah.
So I had to try to get his shirt on, socks and shoes.
Did a sock ever accidentally fall off
Yeah.
after you'd already put it on?
Sock and a shoe would come off. I feel like this is like a running family issue. Getting socks and shoes on
Yeah,
your
I
damn
think so.
self.
But
we
you would do
appreciate
it.
you so
So
much.
what are you gonna do?
Yeah. See, look at all the work I did for all your lunch money.
And by the,
I had
by the
to-
time she got me all the way
so
dressed,
long.
I felt like taking her to Dairy Queen and making her buy me an ice cream cone was
Yeah.
a fair
Yeah.
trade.
Wait,
That's true.
who paid for the ice cream?
I don't know.
I feel like me and Chrissy did sometimes. He did probably.
Well, I mean, she had all the money from Dad.
Yeah.
Like,
Big
was
Red
she
paid for that.
Was she really buying the ice cream, Steve? Really?
That was Red's money.
Yeah, but now I'm figuring out that I didn't get any ice cream.
Well, you should have came and got Mike dressed and took him to Dairy Queen.
Apparently.
No, I didn't have Dad's money.
Yeah,
I
I'm
did.
saying I
It
don't.
should've
I
been
never-
you.
Yeah. Dad probably
So-
paid. I for sure did not have a job at that point.
All right. So
But in the drive-through, we did run into who his wife currently is now. So I'm just saying,
That's true.
That's true.
we did run into her. I feel like you were already working at the same place.
We were.
However,
Did
her
you help-
daughter Lindsay, who was a nightmare, by the way. She was in line in front of us, and then me and
that a
Mike and
past
Chrissy. No, she's still a nightmare.
Okay.
So we
Just-
were
let's be
behind
clear.
them, and then all of a sudden I see this little freak show come running back to the car, and I was like, "Roll up the window! Roll up the window!" And then Mike was like, "Who is that?" And I was like, "That's Tammy, and that's her daughter Lindsay, and she's the worst." So then we talked to Lindsay. I told her to get back in the car. So they left, and then Mike was like, "I think I might ask Tammy on a date." And I was like, "No, Lindsay's
Wait, how
the
did you already
worst."
know her?
Okay, because
Tammy said.
it's gonna go a weird direction. However,
Tammy told Lindsay in the car. She was like, "Oh, hey," she's like, "There's your new dad."
yeah, there's your new daddy. Get back there. Turn on the charm,
help
little
me
girl.
reel him in.
Yeah.
Hey, you go.
Hey,
up
you're
there
sending the wrong person.
You go up there while Mom gets ready.
Yeah, she was hairspraying those bangs up in the front. I
But
know
wait,
she was.
so how did you know?
Okay, listen. So first of all, this is a parenting problem that I was able to hang out at some people's houses through my life.
Okay.
One of them happened to be Aunt Dawn,
Yes.
Brett Pirate's wife, ex-wife.
Okay.
So I used to hang out over there, and somehow Tammy and her were friends.
They were
And So they
roommates.
lived together.
Of all the pirates, women,
Yeah.
she always.
She was number one.
She was. So I was over there all the time with Fluff and Steph, you know,
Okay,
our cousin
all right.
Stephanie, and then Tammy was there with Lindsay.
Got ya.
So she
I
was a
don't think I
nightmare.
knew this fully. I knew
Yeah.
I knew it happened. I didn't know it was predated Mike dating Tammy. But
Yes,
Okay.
yes, it was predated. And
I was gone. I was in Georgia. So
right. Yeah. So that's how I
Macomb.
already knew them, and that's how I already
Macomb.
knew Lindsay was a disaster. So I was like, "You
Okay.
can't ask her on a date. That girl's the worst." He asked her anyway, but now we have Lolo, so it's all good.
Yeah. So maybe you should mind your own business.
The rest of the kids are fine.
Maybe Rach should be happy since Tammy's basically been her mother while she went through all her injuries and
That's
surgeries.
true. She did mother me
Yeah.
many times.
You're welcome.
What can you tell me about fighting for a parking spot with a school bus?
All right, so
Our family's known for like embarrassing people at school events. I feel like is pretty Like, Grandpa did it to me. Dad's done it to everybody.
Of course.
Mike did this when I was in high school, by the way.
Yeah.
So that's worse.
It's kind of
Well,
a duty.
First of all, why was I picking you up from Bonanza at that time?
Oh, because I was on the basketball team. Starting point guard. Thank you.
And how many kids were on this team?
Exactly enough kids to play. Psych.
Yeah.
There was one extra because Chrissy sprained her ankle and she didn't even get to play half the year. So we had just enough people and one on the bench with a sprained ankle. Chrissy.
Okay.
And I do want to say for the record that I love Rachel so much. And she is multi-talented in ways that I couldn't imagine. Basketball is not one.
It's not one
No.
of them.
She is literally the worst person I've ever seen.
I don't even know how,
How did she make
basketball's
the
played.
team? Because they only had 5 people try
starting
out.
point guard.
Because there's only 5.
But isn't that like a pivotal spot?
Now, again, I was
Aren't
not
they all?
there for
I don't know.
this, so why did you want to play basketball?
Okay, well, I got bamboozled by Chrissy, who didn't want to take a second year of PE.
Okay.
I already signed up for PE that year. She just waited, and then she didn't sign up for PE because you had to have 2 PE credits.
Got
Yeah.
it.
So then
But if you
she's
play
like,
a
try out
sport-
for basketball. And I was like, I don't even know how to play basketball. And she's like, yeah, you do. And I was like,
She
I
still
don't.
doesn't.
I still don't. So I like
Played a whole
went-
season and still
I
doesn't know.
practiced with Chrissy and Dave and Paul out in front of their house, and they tried to teach me some things. I didn't listen. I went to tryouts. I made the team.
Now, how many
Nonetheless.
points would you think that you averaged per game?
Can I just say the whole season? I made 1 shot the whole season.
So a success.
I think our team only won 1 game.
So the great thing is that the whole reason she played basketball was for Chrissy.
Yeah.
And then Chrissy didn't play a
She-
single game because she injured her.
She sprained her ankle during practice before the season began.
Again, in
Sat out
fairness,
the whole year.
she didn't want to play basketball. She didn't want to
That's
take
true.
PE.
That's true.
So
That's
she,
true.
who really won?
Yeah.
I don't think she even sprained her ankle.
That's a victory.
She probably did. She sprained her ankle like 1,000 times growing up.
She's taking a victory lap right now. So anyway.
And by the way, I did play basketball, and I still took a year of PE extra. I didn't have to.
Yeah, you think you'd have pulled out.
job.
But anyway.
Whatever.
So, so somehow it was my job to go pick Rachel up from her game. Now I wasn't gonna go watch the game because they were terrible. So
bad.
like I wasn't gonna do that, but I was gonna go pick her up after the game. I don't know how I got there with clothes on because Rachel wasn't there to get me dressed.
And
But
shoes and everything.
anyway, so I drive up. I actually had Matt in the car, and
Okay.
so right outside the
can see where that's
gymnasium
going.
is like the bus lane, right? But there's no buses. This is like 2-3 hours after school's over.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there waiting for Rach to come out, taking forever. You know, you're like, oh. But and as I'm
Get my
sitting
court
there,
shoes
a
off.
bus comes up, like right behind me, like really tight. Like he came in hard and fast and just like stopped like right on my bumper. Now understand, like I'm sitting there with my feet out the window, like I'm kind of cooling out, and I see him coming up, and I'm like, oh, this is the bus lane. I normally had an attitude and I wouldn't move, but I was gonna move. And so the guy driving the bus, he's about 96 years old.
Okay.
And so I'm like,
Is there a statute of limitations on elder
yeah,
abuse?
should we check this first?
He gone.
Is there legal? Yeah, there's
That's
no
true.
way
He
this
can't
guy's alive.
testify.
Here.
Great. Thank you. You're
You may
correct.
proceed.
We're all good.
And so now this is where the part kicks in that I'm a Henriksen, right? So like as I'm pulling my feet inside the car and I'm getting ready to start up, I'm looking in my mirror and I'm just staring at this guy. And he's staring at me basically like he wants to fight,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
But he's 96. I mean, like, what is he gonna do, right? And so at some point, like, I think I kind of like went like this, like, hey, like, what's your problem, you know? And he was like, yeah, let's go. So I was like, all right. So I got out of the car. I'm not gonna fight this guy, right? But I'm like, I'm probably gonna, you
Have
know,
some words.
have some words or something. So I get out of the car and I start walking over. This dude immediately opens the bus door, grabs us like a bat, basically, like a big stick or a bat, and he's coming out like he wanted a piece, man. Like he was like he's having a bad day and he's gonna take it out on me.
He didn't want a
I
piece.
feel
He
like
wanted
this,
the whole
I
thing.
feel like this could have been Mike meeting himself in the future.
Yeah.
You
You're
might
gonna have
met
that.
Dad.
He's gonna have that moment. He's
Like-
gonna start driving
This
buses,
sounds vaguely
and
familiar
they're
to
like
a
this
story
guy.
I
And he's like,
have,
"Oh my
probably.
gosh!" It's like a full loop.
Hey, the dude misses the first step coming off the bus.
I think I'm just barely coming out of the locker room. by
Just
the way.
walking out.
I was like, oh
and
my
the
gosh.
dude just
Matt's out.
literally like I don't even know how he fell down, and he was like, oh, like, you know, like he was in pain, and he lands on the ground, and his feet are up in the bus, and his head, he hit his head on the thing, and his head's like busted up, and he's like laying out. And so like I go walking around, and of course like a crowd immediately starts to gather, but like it's almost like they're gathering like I just beat this guy up.
Yeah.
I didn't do nothing. He just fell because he didn't know how to walk,
Beat
right?
himself up.
Yeah.
And so, dude, I mean, I got like probably 6 inches from his face, and I was just like, ah! I was like,
You got knocked
yeah. I was just all up in his business, letting him know, like, hey, man, hey, when you can walk down when you can walk down 3 steps on a bus, come find me.
Yeah.
You know, I'll be happy to beat you up.
Yeah.
And then, like, what's the issue? But anyway, hey, we've all been there.
Yeah, what do you care? He had plenty of space. See, there's enough space
He was
probably
parked,
for
like
6
16
buses to park.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like literally, and like,
huge driveway.
and it's a double lane. There was no reason for him to come up on me like that. So
He was
and
the
then-
only bus.
And then
There was
Rach
no
came,
extra
and then it's
buses.
like one of those deals where like you're 16, so you're like, hey, kind of like hustle up.
Get
Like,
in the
Let's
car.
get in the car because like I know if the cops come, which they always do, I know I'm gonna be wrong, even though I didn't even do nothing.
And my whole winning team was coming out right behind us, and I was like, well, we got to go.
You gotta go.
Because
I can't
Rach-
lose my starting position.
Why is
here,
Rach
guys.
Yeah.
embarrassed of that? She should be
It'd be a
embarrassed.
big-
if
Beat
the
up
bus
an old
driver was
man.
The starting point guard at Bonanza caught
Yeah.
in like,
Yeah.
yeah, this is not good. She needs to
be
get out
scary.
of here.
I know. I had to get going.
All right. Keeping on the driving the van at the yard.
Ooh. So my kids were just talking to me about driving, and I went to turn a corner, and Layla was like, "Slow down!" And I was like, "I've been driving for like 30 years," and she goes, "You're not old enough to be driving 30 years." And I was like, "Matter of fact, I am."
Little do you know.
Little do you know, dummy. So me and Mike had to drive out to the yard. We had to go lock up the
I
fence.
have no recollection of this
Oh,
story.
bull. Yes, you do. You'll know.
This would be our
So-
father's construction yard.
Yes, the construction yard. So we go out to Wild West Construction. We got to close out some of the gates. Or no, I think the dog was out, the mean one that bites.
Yeah.
So we're trying to go out to close the gates. So we drive down in Dad's big van, like the big yellow van.
The
you know?
family truckster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we get down there, and Mike realizes I'm the only person in the car with him. And so now the van has to get pulled through the gate,
Okay.
but you can't leave the gate open because there's 2 dogs that will maul anybody if they get out. Like, you'll die.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
the Doberman pinchers.
Conan.
So he realizes that the van needs to get through the gate while he's holding the gate so he can hurry and shut it so the dogs don't get out. I'm the
So
option.
I'm literally sitting there. I just want to tell you, I have Reach in the driver's seat.
Yeah. He squared it perfectly. I don't got it. I
Now,
don't got
now
There's
how old
no
is
training.
Rach? How old are you?
9, 10.
Probably.
Okay.
He was probably barely 16.
I mean, think about
Like,
it. I'm
he
6
was-
years older, so
Yeah.
I mean, I'm 16, so she's
Yeah.
probably 10 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
She don't have to turn,
No.
Steve. Literally, I'm like, put your foot on the brake.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this is my
I was
instructions.
scooted all the way forward.
Yeah.
I got that foot.
I'm like, oh,
pushing it.
we're gonna put it in drive. Do not take your foot off the brake. Don't take your foot off the brake. Like
Yeah.
we put it in drive. I'm like,
Yeah.
look, all I want you to do, don't touch the gas pedal at all.
Yeah.
All I need you to do is just
All I heard was
let
gas
off
pedal.
The gas. I mean, let off the brake.
And
Right
then put
back
it
on the
back on.
brake.
Yeah.
That's it. And then I'll be there.
The
and
windows
I'll
are all
help you.
down, so I could hear him if he yells.
Okay.
I'll come and play later because you did have to yell. So he's like, I'm pulled all the way up by the thing. I'm holding on tight. I got my foot. I mean, like my leg is shaking
Firmly on the
because I'm
brake.
holding tight. He puts it in gear. He runs over. He opens the gate, and I was just like, I gotta drive. The car's not gonna drive itself. I never been in a car
She thought it
before.
was like a
I don't know.
go-kart.
So I thought it wouldn't drive unless you hit the gas, and I was like, this guy.
Even though it was just addressed. But go
Yeah,
ahead.
but I don't listen. So I take off the gas all the way, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and I smash the gas pedal. And it just lurches so hard through the gate, and he's going, brake! And so I just smashed it as hard as I could, and it was like, he ran over.
I
He was
also think
mad.
that she kind of jerked on the wheel because I think
I
she
did.
almost hit the gate.
I did. Yeah,
Well,
I did.
'cause
think-
that's
almost
I panicked.
impossible.
Well, it's also driving. When little
Yeah.
kids, you notice they will
Yeah.
always
Yeah,
do
yeah.
the swinging.
It was a little panic on my part. I was like, wow, that did not go how
Now,
I thought it was going to in my mind.
now, fast forward just a couple of years when I was 16. Do you remember going to the farm?
So we drive to the farm, and we go the back way. So you have to get off and then drive through the dirt, through the
Wait,
desert.
hold off of that one. We'll get to that in 1 second.
Okay.
But first, we were driving the van.
Okay,
and
yeah.
we were driving down Deer Springs.
Yeah.
And you wanted to drive, so I was like,
Right.
sure. So I let Rach drive. But I was
Yeah.
like, hey, just drive slow. We're just on Deer Springs, so like
Yeah.
And what do you remember? What occurred?
I don't remember. I've hidden it.
I mean, she's got to be like 14 now.
No,
So-
I shouldn't have been. I probably should have went better than
She's
you're
like
about
12,
to tell.
13 probably, right? She's
Yeah.
a few years behind
Yeah,
me.
yeah. Probably
So
12.
she gets in the driver's seat. So I'm like, hey, just, basically,
Gentle.
like 5 miles an hour.
I went
just
right
kind
back
of
to my
roll
10-year-old
down.
self in that van. I was
And
like,
that's
hell
it.
yeah.
So she gets in it. She starts going, and then she literally looks over, like looks right at me, and like smiles, and then just stomps the gas pedal.
I remember.
And she's just
Yeah. And
whipping
I'm
the wheel back and
yeah,
forth,
yeah.
and we're just
Yeah.
like fishtailing down Deer Springs in the van.
In a van, a 1983 Chevy van.
It's awesome.
So now we also were driving the back way. So you used to be able to get off of 95,
Right.
pull off the side of the road, kind of 4x a little. We had
Yeah.
the white truck
Go
that
through
I
the
had,
desert. The White Lightning.
and so we were driving that. So,
So
that's
we're
that what you're
burning
talking
through
about?
the desert, yeah, and we're just hitting every bump like on purpose. Like me and Steve used to go drive often.
So I'm
And
letting her, Rachel. I pull over. Rachel's driving.
Yeah.
So she's just 4x through the desert.
So we're just
again like
cooking.
12 years old.
Yeah. So then at some point, this bump hit so hard that the whole steering wheel just came off. And he's like, brakes.
So I had two trucks
like,
at the
"What?"
time. I had my current, like the Green Dragon that we have now.
Yeah.
But it broke, and so I was working, so I just bought this cheap white truck that was a similar year, and so it had lots of
call her
problems,
White
like the
Lightning.
steering wheel came off.
Yeah.
But anyway.
So the steering wheel came all the way off in my hand, and I just looked over, and he's like, brakes. So I
She's
just braked
flying,
it.
just like flying.
I
We're
was like,
driving.
and I'm done. So we put it in park. He just shoves it back on. And just kept going.
This wasn't the first time.
Yeah,
so
probably.
it was
It
fine.
seemed like he wasn't that worried, but
There wasn't anything to hit. We were out in the middle of the desert, so
yeah.
that was okay.
Somehow I have a lot of car problem issues in
Yeah.
my life.
Yeah, we're
know.
starting to discover maybe why.
Yeah.
Mike, I guess, do you want to tell us about Kirby?
Oh, come on. Wait.
For the,
You should have let me do my hair different for today's
Now I
episode.
know sitting next to my sister, you would think that I have a much bigger forehead,
Because his
but
hair's falling out.
yeah, growing up, I mean, Rach, how many times did you get smacked
Oh,
in the
man.
forehead? And as long as we said Kirby, there was no domestic
allowed.
violence going on. It
Yeah.
was just,
Yeah.
it was like a
do you
nice.
want
crisp
to show
slap. Should we
people how many
demonstrate?
fingers we got?
So
Rachel
So-
has an enormous forehead.
for some reason, I got blessed with this. 2, 3, 4. It's 5. It's 5 head. So the rule was if you just walked up and was like, Kirby, you could just literally bat someone right in the forehead.
Also, you
And because-
lick your fingers sometimes.
Yeah. But I had the biggest forehead.
I like the smack.
Yeah. I had the biggest forehead, so I got Kirby'd regularly. I mean,
And because your face is so flat.
it's that too. That too.
Turn sideways for everybody.
And it didn't.
She can't turn that way because of her surgery.
My janky neck. It didn't also help that my sister had like a 2 head. I felt like her eyebrows and her hairline were meeting. She could like braid them together maybe.
We called Jenny's eyebrows her bangs.
Yeah. Yeah. She had some heavy eyebrows.
Man,
and
I
a
wonder why
low-
she won't come on the podcast.
Maybe she doesn't want to talk about their the air conditioner, the thermostat.
That's probably one of many reasons why. All right. So now,
Kirby.
Rach, the backflip at the pool.
Yeah. So Mike tends to like, encourage people in some sort of way to do stuff. He knows damn
See?
well I shouldn't
I'm
have been
positive.
doing it. Well,
I'm a positive
okay.
person. I'm trying to help
let me just
people
say,
achieve.
I'm an adult. I had 5 kids. I was very overweight at the time.
So not like an 18-year-old adult.
No. I was like 30.
You're like a full-on adult.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was probably a good like 30. And he just someday decided I could backflip off the side of the pool into the pool.
Wasn't off the waterfall? Or
It
was
could have been
the
off the
side?
water. No, I think I was off the side for a while. I did have to adjust. However,
She needed more
I
time.
mean,
by
I
getting there.
tried to backflip off the side of the pool.
It's funny how
in a
easy it is to
waterfall.
convince her because she thinks she's got this.
I also think I'm awesome. So like
That's
I was just
what
like,
I'm
oh
saying.
yeah,
Like,
I'm doing it.
got her leg broke at the trampoline park.
Yeah.
But okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
go ahead.
So flipping is not my thing. So I'm flipping, and I'm telling you, I tried like I had to be 75 times.
She
Like I'm not kidding.
is slapping her legs.
Yeah.
Like you can't believe.
So the rotation is
on the
coming
pool.
over, and then like the
Yeah.
fronts of my thighs are just
Yeah.
every time just
I mean,
like it's loud.
they're so red.
Yeah, they were just red though, and I was like, I'm fine. Except then I woke up the next morning.
Hold on a
and they-
second. While she's doing it, I keep going, dude, you're so close.
You're almost there.
So
You're
close.
almost there. I can tell it's
fail.
I can tell it's getting worse. I can tell I'm making way
She
less
wasn't really that
rotation.
close.
No, it's like almost.
Yeah.
If you just got to do it one more time.
Yeah. So I probably tried 75 times. They're solid red. I get home, fine. I go to bed. I wake up the next morning, and I'm telling you, from the kneecap to the ankle, solid black. And I could barely walk because they were so sore from slapping the water.
Now, did you ever pull the back clip off?
No. Still no. I'm not gonna.
We should
Learn
try.
my lesson. No.
I feel like you got this.
Maybe we could record it for the podcast.
Yeah.
Rach, we
But I
need
don't
to
have video of that.
We need this to be like Charlie Murphy's True Hollywood Stories.
Yeah.
You have to reenact it.
Rach, what can you tell me about the profile picture for church?
Oh. Okay, so for church, me and Mike were in the same ward. We had they just split the boundaries, or I just moved in. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But either way, so his last name and my last name are not the same. We go to church, and Mike realizes he's got like this perfect setup of a situation because he and I are siblings. However, no one else knows that. And so we realized one day we're sitting in class, and he's like got his arm all the way around, and he's like tickling me and stuff. We're adults.
let
We're
me-
adults. And our
At church.
spouses are in their classes, like doing
because
stuff,
Tammy's
like
in
teaching.
young women's and
Yeah.
Ben's in young men's,
Yeah.
so they ain't in the same class with
Yeah.
us.
Yeah.
So I'm just over here. I'm like,
Pulling
I'm
my
giving her some of
ponytail.
this. I'm giving her some of this.
Pulling my ponytail.
Yeah, I'm
He's
just-
like whispering, just like all the
Yeah.
things that everyone else
Sitting
is
like
going.
hella comfortably with someone
Yeah.
who's not your wife.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
being
Yeah.
like, oh.
Yeah.
So we get home and he was like laughing about that, and then we had a picture from Allison's birthday party at the skating rink.
Okay. The skate-tacular.
Yeah, Skate-tacular, which should come
Skate-tacular,
back,
too.
by the way.
Yeah.
And so he uploads the photo as his profile picture on his church account. So anytime everyone looks up him, they don't see him and Tammy, they're seeing me and him in the profile picture.
But whenever they look at Tammy, it has me and Tammy. Like some people just put an individual photo, but like
Yeah.
I have a picture with another lady.
Yeah.
Now
Tammy
I
has a
understand,
picture of
and I
me, so-
understand the allure because I don't know. Do you remember when I came to your ward? It was for one of your kids. Something you guys had like a sacrament.
Yeah.
Do you remember what I did?
Well, you probably pulled my ponytail. I don't know. Josh used to pull my ponytail
Got your
all the
neck.
time. Oh,
Remember?
you
It's
did.
like right in the sacrament. Like I
Yeah.
walk in there. Like
Yeah, yeah.
I walk in, you're sitting
There's
there.
people everywhere.
I just walk right up to Rach and I just go right at her. I get her neck. She's on the ground
Yeah.
in the chapel,
Yeah.
and I'm just tickling her, and she's freaking out. Which again, we're full on
Because
adults.
for the
Yeah.
record, we don't care. This is how we do things.
He
in our
just
family.
nonchalantly walked away after that. And I was like, well,
And I want you to know too, because I don't know if I've ever told you this,
Mm.
but was it Amy or Nicole? One of either Amy or Nicole
Nicole,
Milner.
definitely.
I got one of them at church. I think it was Nicole Milner.
Okay.
I think I walked in
Yeah.
to their ward or something, and they were before or after us or
got her
something.
necking out.
And like all the way to the ground, like full on, and then I just left. Like
Yeah.
I did it,
Yeah, yeah.
and then I just walked out. And
Yeah.
so I just because I thought it's like how funny is it for like everybody they know like watching this transpire.
They're just
and,
watching
like,
some
I
adult,
do remember-
some
What just
adult
happened?
man just
Yeah.
come in and tickle you to the ground and then he just leaves.
I do remember, and no one helped, by the way. I was like, okay. I do remember getting up, and then like whoever was closest, I'm like sweating a little. I'm like, that's my brother. That's my brother.
Including her husband who just looks over
Yeah.
probably and is like,
He's not helping.
he ain't getting involved.
yeah, it's fine.
Every time Josh walked by, he eats my ponytail back. I'm like, okay. Well.
Speaking of ponytail pulling. Is that another
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
you wanted to bring up?
Yeah, just how in public and as an adult I should not be having my ponytail pulled by my siblings, but somehow all my brothers think that's hilarious. So chopping my neck or pulling my ponytail, like in a situation where you really like, I'm an adult, by the way. They just come up and like, yeah, I'm like talking to people.
How is it not funny?
Well, you know.
Why are you laughing then?
You love it. Mike boxing with a cop.
Yeah, so I don't know how I should approach this one because I heard that maybe a certain family actually watches our podcast.
I did send it. I did send it to them.
But Rach, true or false? You beat up a police officer in our front yard.
It's true. I did do that. I feel like the wrong light is getting shined upon me.
A male police officer?
was a
Listen,
male. Yeah, yeah.
why don't we just be
Yeah.
careful here? We'll just refer to him as Paul Z.
Paul Paul's
Okay, so this was way before Paul was a police officer.
Scratch that. Paul seems too personal. Let's go with P. Zygmunt. So just say P. Zygmunt from now on.
Okay.
So this fictional character, Paul.
P.
We'll refer to
Zygmunt.
him as P-Zig.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Detective.
so this was long before he was an adult or a police officer. But yeah. We were we were having like we took out the mat we took off
Yeah.
the trampoline mat.
So we had a
Because it
trampoline in our
broke
front
again.
yard.
Yeah, 'cause we
super
ripped it. It
ghetto.
was busted.
But it was so we would take the mat off because it was like ripped sometimes, and just so it was just a metal ring.
Yeah,
and
that
that
became
was
basically our boxing ring.
our boxing
It was like
ring.
the octagon
UFC
before.
Fight Night.
Yeah.
And so like we just take turns. It's like, oh, you
Did
try.
we had boxing gloves, right?
We
Yeah.
did. We
Okay.
had. Yeah, we for sure had gloves. We had
Yeah, yeah.
headgear. I don't think we had
No,
No
no
headgear,
headgear.
just boxing
No.
gloves.
But
We
we
did
kind
have
of
a
like
set of
try to
gloves.
like match people up with who they were. Now, in fairness to my dear neighbor across the street, like he had some health challenges as a child,
Yeah.
and so he was a little bit
He was a little
smaller
guy.
at the time.
Yeah.
And so anyway, yeah, we put him in there in the ring against Rachel, and Rachel looked like
Now hold
Floyd.
on. How old's Rachel?
Rachel is Rachel is 2.5 years younger than him.
Yeah.
And we were kids.
But at the
I mean, I
time,
had to
that's
be
why I
like
say-
11.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like 10, 11.
Yeah, I got to be like 11.
Sorry, Paul.
I was a feisty little bulldog. No.
Dude, Rachel's
I was
this-
almost in middle school, or I was maybe going to the 6th grade center. Like,
I'll
I
tell you
think I
what, if this
11.
was like
Sounds
Olympic
right.
boxing with
Yeah.
points, I mean, she was Floyd Mayweather and to death. She was
Yeah.
just dotting him, just dotting him, and he was there in the same stance.
was mad, by
used
the way.
when he fought Lexi or whatever when he got
Yeah.
beat up. Sorry,
Yeah.
Paul, I didn't mean to hit you again.
Yeah.
And Rach is just working him like a summer job,
Tagging him.
basically.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And he's getting pissed.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's just getting super upset.
Well, I think he was near rage quitting.
Yeah.
And then
Oh, yeah.
somehow our dad pulls up in the driveway and this jerk jumps out his door and he goes, "What are you doing?" Because he sees a boy fighting me. Little
Yeah.
does he know.
Dad was all bitter
I'm
that we were-
carrying.
yeah.
Yeah. Except I drop my hands
So
and look over
Rachel
at my
stopped.
dad. And Paul just knocked me right in my nose.
P. Zygmunt.
Sorry. Detective Zygmunt.
So Rachel had already won like the first 4 rounds, and she's way ahead on points. But Paul, he won with a knockout. At the
You know what?
end.
Let's
punched
stick
me
with
right in the
Paul
face.
because now I'm starting to think Zygmunt's a pretty uncommon name.
That's true.
So
Back to
let's
Paul.
say Paul.
All right. You
So
gotta-
nobody will
So
know.
You
Paul
burp
got
it
a
out.
victory on the.
Yeah.
He got a.
Yeah, he did
He
get
KO'd her, I
a
think.
Little
TKO.
does Dad know, I wasn't getting hit at all
Yeah.
until
Yeah.
he showed up.
Remember
I
Dad?
got
And Dad was
knocked out.
pissed.
I don't think
but-
that
he was
Rachel even
mad.
got punched one time.
No.
No,
No.
like that's what I was so
I was
funny.
shucking and jiving. So basketball was not my strong suit. Boxing. maybe.
Boxing?
Boxing, maybe.
A little more.
Maybe if the octagon was around a little sooner, maybe Rachel would have been in there.
I could have been in.
Yeah.
She wouldn't have been able to do a backflip off of the ring though, like they do
No.
when they win. But
No. I'd have to have
She might not
some
do
other
as good. She
victory.
might need a circle though. Maybe the circle
Yeah.
was.
Could have been it.
that's her thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. We're getting right there. So, anything else you can think of at the moment? Rach, you got anything?
No.
Sounds like you do.
I
What do you-
don't. That's it.
Okay, Mike, you got anything you want?
I'm just trying to demonstrate.
Just let him show everybody.
You just SpongeBob my neck. Hey, Josh. Karate chop my throat.
Here, Rach, you try. All right. Anything besides that?
No. That's
All right, Allison, you got anything? Any
No.
questions, comments?
No.
Need to call anybody out?
No.
She don't want in on all of this.
All right. Good episode.
Great episode. Best episode.